Canadian businesses already dealing with inflation, labor shortages and tariff uncertainties now face a new challenge courtesy of their own federal government, the Federal Plastics Registry or FPR. Manufacturers are probably using a different F word than federal to describe it. The registry is part of Ottawa's push to monitor and eventually reduce plastic waste by collecting detailed data from companies that make, use or dispose of plastics. Ottawa didn't need new legislation to impose the FPR, just a notice of intent in 2024. Now companies, including resin manufacturers, plastic producers and service providers, must report annually to Environment Canada. Required disclosures include the quantity and types of plastics they manufacture, import and place on the market. They must also report how much plastic is collected and diverted, reused, repaired, remanufactured, refurbished, recycled, turned into chemicals, composted, incinerated, or sent to landfill. It ties into Canada's larger zero plastic waste agenda, a strategy to eliminate plastic waste by 2030. Plastics are in nearly everything, and now businesses must report everything about them. Just look at the breadth of plastic subcategories: electronic and electrical equipment, tires, vehicles, construction materials, agricultural and fishing gear, clothing, carpets, and disposable items. In time, businesses whose core products aren't plastic, such as farmers, retailers, or construction firms, will be swept into the reporting requirements. The FPR website says the goal is to collect meaningful and standardized data from across the country on the flow of plastic from production to its end-of-life management. That information will inform and measure performance of various measures that are part of Canada's zero plastic waste agenda. Its stated purpose is to keep plastics in the economy and out of the environment. But here's the problem. The government's zero plastic waste goal is an illusion. It would require every plastic item to last forever or never exist in the first place, leaving businesses with an impossible task: stay profitable while meeting these demands. To help navigate the maze, international consultancy Reclay Stewart Edge held a webinar in April for Canadian companies. The discussion was revealing. Reclay lead consultant Manik Bagay said no other country has anything as extensive as the FPR. He said, "It really surpasses whatever we have seen so far across the world. I would say it is unprecedented in nature. And obviously this is really going to be tricky." Mike Kuma, Reclay's senior manager of marketing and communications, added that the government's online compliance instructions aren't particularly helpful. He said, "There's a really long list of how to do it. It's not particularly user-friendly in our experience. If you still have questions, if it still seems confusing, perhaps complex, we agree with you." That's normal, I think, at this point, even just on the basic stuff of what needs to be reported, where, when, why. Don't worry, you're not alone in that feeling at all. The first reporting deadline for 2024 data is September 29, 2025. Kuma warned that businesses should start now, and would have done better to start months ago. Whether companies manage this in-house or outsource to consultants, they will incur significant costs in both time and money. September marks the first phase of 4, with each future stage becoming more extensive and restrictive. Plastics are petroleum products, and like oil and gas, they're being demonized. The Federal Plastics Registry looks less like environmental stewardship and more like an attempt to regulate and monitor a vast swath of the economy. A worse possibility? That it's a test run for a broader agenda, top-down oversight of every product from cradle to grave. Both the Federal Plastics Registry and other global initiatives reflect a growing trend toward comprehensive monitoring of products from creation to disposal. A May 2021 article on the World Economic Forum website spotlighted a New York-based startup, Eon, which created a platform to track fashion items through their life cycles. Called Connected Products, the platform gives each fashion item a digital birth certificate detailing when and where it was made, and from what. It then links to a digital twin and a digital passport that follows the product through use, reuse, and disposal. The goal, according to the World Economic Forum, is to reduce textile waste and production, and thereby cut water usage. But the underlying principle, surveillance in the name of sustainability, has a much broader application. Free markets and free people build prosperity, but some elites won't leave us alone. They envision a future where everything is tracked, regulated, and justified by the supposed need to save the planet. So what, if plastic eventually returns to the earth it came from? Its disposability is its virtue. And while we're at it, let's bury the Federal Plastics Registry and its misguided mandates with it, permanently.